Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh. Tell you, this is my very first time. This is Mary Blocker from Mary's Card Cafe. And ooh, I have not done this before. And so it's my first time and found out that I cannot do it on my phone without 1,000 subscribers. So what I can do is say, hey, if you would, please subscribe, thumbs up, share the live video. It would be great to build my subscribers because I have fantastic, wonderful things. So now basically I'll be sharing things like up close like this. And that's great. That's okay. Oh, but we have lots of uh lots of shadows going on, so we'll have to fix that. Okay. So the new upcoming Stampin' Up! Idea Catalog book. It's coming out June 3rd, and that's when it's available for purchasing items. I was able to do my pre-order as a demonstrator in the month of May, and so I've gotten lots of things from here in my pre-order that I'm going to share with you today. Join in, comments, I'd love to chat, but why don't we get started? Did you know that in this new annual catalog and idea book, there are over 300 new products? 300. I mean, I can't even think of what in the world. How could there be that many? And the catalog is only so many pages. But that's where it gets great because there are so many wonderful things, such a variety, and Stampin' Up! Is known for just such great quality, great products. And so one of the ways that Stampin' Up! Has made things easier is when you're looking at a collection of stamps and, say, dies and papers. Sometimes it's overwhelming and you like so many of the things in the particular grouping that they've made what they call as a suite of products. So one order number gets you all of those things in the suite. And so I wanted to take you through just a few of those suites that I got in my pre-order. So I will get that right now. We are going to start with Forever Greenery suite. And oh, let me pull my basket over. It's so great. All right, let's start with the stamp set. I do have too much light on there. This is the Forever Greenery stamp set, and yes, it's going to be backwards now because I'm on my computer, but that's okay. This is a distinctive stamp set. What that means is when you stamp the image, it is etched and shaded and just looks realistic and so rich and beautiful. You also have this die that goes with the Forever Greenery. We have to talk about designer series paper. I mean, look at this paper. It is beautiful, isn't it? So you get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 designs. I will just move my face out of the way so you can see that. It's much prettier than I am anyway. Just gorgeous, gorgeous colors too. Let's see what else we have. Oh, some rich, beautiful ferns. I love ferns, and I've got lots in my yard. Sometimes they even manage to pop up in my garden beds. And check out that one. So very beautiful, but now that's just one side. What's great is you've got 2 sides. So let's take a look. Check out those stripes. And what you'll find is on the one side, it's much more muted, sometimes a little more monochromatic in color. I like this green. And this one is fun too. It's got some of those diamond patterns in there. And did I show you that one? I can't remember now. But that's the designer series paper. So if we talk about this particular suite, this is a sampling of the colors that are in the paper. Such a beautiful, beautiful colors. It includes garden green and pear pizzazz, just jade, pretty peacock, and shaded spruce. Pretty peacock is just gorgeous in this collection. So let's see what else we have here. Another product that is in the suite is a ribbon combo pack. And this ribbon combo pack has a really pretty vanilla ribbon, and it kind of has like a basket weave on it, and then this gold thread. It also comes with mini embossing folders, and I'll show you. I went ahead and I did those, and I hope you can see that well. When it's embossed, I love this right here. So they're actually a little bit larger than you would anticipate. They're long. So they're longer than the width of a card. Pull them out here so you can see kind of the size of them. See, and they are deep impression, which is great. I love the deep impression folders. And then there's these very interesting golden hoops, which I think are going to be really, really fun. All right, you ready for a couple projects? Okay, so I made a couple of projects with the Forever Greenery. And of course, I'm sorry that my writing's going to be backwards, but here's one card I did. And you can see the beautiful stamped image here. That's in the pretty peacock. And then the leaves over here. I put a little bit of that gold filament right there. And then you might see this little gold right in here. Yeah, so let's talk about that little gold right in there. I gotta grab it. Sorry, guys. All right, so I pulled those leaves out of the beautiful Forever Gold laser cut specialty foil. And you can see I've got some things that I've already pulled out of there, but there's some really nice label details, gold with the die cuts there. And what's really nice about this is it has not just labels, but these beautiful, beautiful pieces of gold. And there's also, it's very stunning. I'll show you those, which are almost that idea of doing card fronts. You can see those. Aren't those beautiful? I really like those. I can see myself crafting a lot with those. So that's part of the suite as well. So that's a lot of items in there. And if you like all of those, you would just order one number. And then this is another one. This card actually I featured in my simple yet stunning video this morning on Sundays. But I just want you to just how rich and beautiful those images are. And that's that distinctive stamping. It's just beautiful. And that gold thread in there is really nice. Oh, one of the things I wanted to mention, you can probably see how the gold thread phrase, I think that adds just a really fun feature. So that was the Forever Greenery suite. But wait, there's more. Let's see. Good suite next. All right, let's take a look at the World of Good. This stamp set is beautiful. I like it's a little bit more of a masculine and kind of an antique-like look to it. And then, of course, it does have the matching dies. What I want to show you in these dies that's really nice is there's an embossing die. I'm not sure if you can see right here. Yep, you can see. So that deeply embosses into your cardstock. I actually have a project that I've done that I'll show you with that. I can't tell you, I've had so much fun creating with this. There's also a beautiful cut and emboss embossing folder. And this embossing folder is really great. It looks like you've kind of crinkled up some paper. Now let's take a look. Oh, we have some early espresso ribbon. And let's take a look at this specialty World of Good designer series paper. Why is it called specialty? Well, because it has sheets that have that beautiful gold filament running all through it. Here's one on the side that has some of those things. There's a black piece with that all running through it. There's, oh, I love this one. How about all of the little globes? That's great, isn't it? This and that misty midnight moonlight. And we have our cinnamon cider color. Another. And we'll take a look at the backs. We have a little bit of a world view here. Oh, and then we have a little bit of our bumblebee color on the back. Some soft crumb cake. Mossy meadow. Can you see those? North America. And I think those are all of them. And then here are our colors for our World of Good. And that color grouping includes that cinnamon cider that I mentioned, the bumblebee, crumb cake, mossy meadow, misty moonlight, early espresso, and brass. Sorry, it was not gold filament through there. It's brass. Now, there are brass foil sheets that are included in this suite that I do not have. They were not available at the time of the pre-order quite yet. So they are on order now and they're on their way. There's also the gold antique corner pieces, metal pieces that would go on the corners that are decorative. I'm waiting for those as well, but that's okay. I have a couple cards to show you. So here's my first one that says Adventure Awaits. Isn't that pretty? There's that embossing folder that shows like it's like you've wrinkled your paper and roughed it up. There's our little metallic brass globes. And I went ahead and I stamped and I die cut both the globe and the pedestal. And then I spritzed a little too much on that one. And then here's the inside. So that was fun. Use some stitched rectangles too, my favorite. And then here's another take on it. I don't know if you can see real well, maybe not, but there's that embedded embossed piece there that I did right there. And I did it again down here. Now, I also have done some strips of the designer series paper, kind of do like a little sampler with those really nice edging pieces there for the tags, and I'll share those with what those came from. And then there's my little thank you inside. All right. That was my World of Good. I had fun with that one. I had super fun, you guys. I had super fun with this next suite. This one's called In Good Taste. And what I really liked about this one is the stamp set's called Tasteful Touches. And what's so really nice about this particular one is, one, the font is beautiful. But the other thing that's really, really nice, it's just you have this antique type of images that can really make some great vintage type looking cards. You can go feminine, masculine, any colors, things would work with this stamp set. Has a lot of variety of things. What also comes with that is the set of the Tasteful label dies, and here they are. Aren't those great? They are fantastic. Anytime you can get some different labels. Labels are so great. They're so versatile. Put that aside. There's also this Tasteful Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. I didn't emboss anything with it, but it's kind of like just a tweed, kind of like a tweed type of pattern. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. It's like tweed. Yeah. Boy, our weather sure did change suddenly. We're kind of getting some thunderstorms coming through. Okay, what just happened? What just happened? What just happened? Sorry, guys. I just kind of minimized my screen suddenly. I got kind of lost. All right, let's take a look at the In Good Taste DSP. Now, what's great about this DSP is you're not getting 12 sheets, you're getting 24 sheets. 24 sheets. That's amazing. First, let's take a look at the colors. The colors in the series are really pretty. You get the soft petal pink and early espresso, night of navy, very vanilla, smoky slate, gray granite, and basic gray. And I tell you what, there's nothing better than petal pink and basic gray. It's a great combination. So if I kind of pull these out here and show you a little bit, there's just beautiful wood grain. There's that like 3D embossing folder. There's another darker wood grain. And some more wood grain. And more. I love the different colors of the wood grain that you get. This one's really great. We're getting into some bit of that petal pink. We have the paint texture going on. And now we have the paint texture with a bit of the night of navy happening. Here's a really pretty lighter colored wood grain. Some more of the textile. And another. So let's take a look at the back sides. How about some brick? Nice, huh? I love this pattern. Kind of reminds me of some sort of a pattern tile that you'd have on a floor. On the back, I like this one a lot. It's kind of that steely blue gray. Really nice. This one, some hexagons. Kind of vanilla colors. Some more brick and more of the brown. The pink. That pink's fun. I like this one a lot. And this one has those diamond patterns. This is a really great one with the vanilla and the grays in it. And that. So that's a lot of designer series paper, and they're all just so beautiful. And I love that you can kind of take on the earthy tone and then go a little bit more softer in your colors. So are you ready to see a couple of cards that I've done? Well, next thing I have to share with this bundle are some element shapes. So let me pull these out. So there are some wood element shapes like this. And these are really, really nice. They're smooth on one side, and then the other side's a little bit darker, and it's etched in it. And then there's something even more interesting. There's some other shapes. So let me show you a couple of cards. So this was my first card that I did. Isn't that nice? So I took one of the brick patterns that had the gray kind of slate in there. And then I used up one of the dies from the set, one of the labels. There's the flower, and I used my Stampin' Blends on the flower. I used that branch in basic gray, and I stamped right on the designer series paper, and I used another label. I have some of our sheer petal pink ribbon here, and then there's those elements, the wooden elements. And I just think that is turned out really beautiful. Basic gray and petal pink. I stamped an image along the edge here. And then I don't know if you can tell or see the texture I have. Oh yeah, there it is. I ran my petal pink through the embossing folder. And then I used one of the stamps with the petal pink stamp set here. Oh yeah, I used this stamp right here. And I stamped that on the label afterwards. So here's the label that I embossed. And then I stamped that image with the petal pink afterwards. So I really like this. I love antique vintage so much. My daughter and I go antiquing a lot, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, now here's a different take. That one was very soft. And here we go. This one's really bold in that textile designer series paper and the Night of Navy there. What I did in this, I used the stamp set and I stamped the leaf 2 times in the Night of Navy and then once in the early espresso stamped off. I'm using one of those gold hoops from the Forever Fern, and I'm using some of the denim ribbon. I used another piece of the designer series paper, I think the back side of that. And then just on the inside, I have the feather stamped again. I loved using the element here, and then I used it over there too, just for another little add-on, a little more texture. I'm sorry that the words are backwards, you guys. I don't think that really matters though, because you can see the cards. So that's great. Now there's another suite of products that I did not get everything. There's the flowers for every season. I'm going to leave that off for right now because I want to share a couple of other bundles with you. Let's talk about the new in colors. So there are 5 new in colors. We have cinnamon cider. I believe this one is the Magenta Madness. Just Jade, Bumblebee, and Misty Moonlight. We also have some enamel dots in the colors. And of course, we have the gross grain ribbon in all of those colors. They make really nice bows. And then, of course, we do have our 6x6 designer series paper. And those fun patterns, there's dots and script on one side. And then some just grain and cloudy and just the color groups. About 3 different patterns on each side. There's also the Stampin' Write markers. There's also the Stampin' blends for those colors. And there's also the stamp pads. They are not, they weren't available for the pre-order. All right, so let's take a look at another bundle. This one's called Blossoms in Bloom. And this bundle has a very, very large group of flowers. It's also a distinctive stamp. Distinctive stamps are really great, again, because they look so realistic and rich and just have so much texture to them. It's really great. So there's the Blooms and Blossom. And then the Blooms and Blossom dies. Now, these are something spectacular, guys. I'm going to tell you. So this is one sheet that you get. What? And I have to tell you, these go through the machine really easy and come out really easy. And then you have this one. The 2 additional flowers. Aren't those beautiful? So I'll show you my card that I made. So just so you know that when you cut it out, this is the one that's a little more full. And then this is the one that is outlined. Okay. So this is a card that I had done completely with the Magenta Madness color. It's very, very bright. But what I did for this card is I took the large stamp image and stamped it on the cardstock. Then I stamped Then I did not stamp. Then I die cut this large one using Blushing Bride. Then I took this die and I cut this out using Whisper White. And then the Whisper White was really, really bright and stark. So I sponged it a bit with my my Melon Mambo, because that's the color that I have, since the stamp pads aren't available yet. And I just sponged lightly on it. I also did the center of the flower stamping around the outside. The Get Well Soon I stamped, and then I used a die from the purse dies from the All Dressed to Impress stamp set. And then there's that in color gross grain ribbon. Okay. So that is stunning, isn't it? It is wowzer. And really didn't take long. I mean, just a couple running through the machines. And if you have adhesive sheets, that would be really wise. You can get adhesive sheets anywhere. Now, I wanted to show you on a more simple, this is a really great simple card. This is Balmy Blue. I stamped the group of flowers and then just stamped the inside. There's another couple tiny little flower stamps. Stamped Happy Birthday, put a little Wink of Stella on the flowers, and there you go. Big, great. Two great cards, a great bundle. That die is fabulous. Another one I want to show you is, because I'm so excited, I have this to give away. All I need you to do is share this video, subscribe if you would, click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I do simple yet stunning Sundays, and every Wednesday, Mary's Card Rehab, because sometimes our cards just need a rehab. That what were we thinking, right? And so I also, during those, is I kind of teach some art perspective on how to create things that are looking pleasing to the eye. But I have this to give away. I have another one. And so leave a comment. Make sure you leave a comment to say something if you enjoyed the video, something that you liked. That way I know you're in for the drawing. And then I'll be able to draw a winner on that, okay? It won't be during this live. I apologize, just because I'm so new. I just don't know how to kind of do that, right? So anyway, this punch, oh my gosh, awesome. Watch this craziness. Okay, this is the Feel the Flowers bundle, okay? It is fun. It's got this great field of flowers right there. I love this large always. What I really like are these sayings. What's nice about these sayings is the size. The size of these will fit in this lovely punch. And I love using this punch, but so often my stamps are too big and my sayings are too big. So let me show you a couple of cards. Here's my Thinking of You note card. So what I did is I stamped the field of the grass, and then I took the flower stamp and I stamped it. And guess what? When you put those flowers into the punch, they line up and punch out all those flowers at the same time. Yes. Is that not crazy? Crazy awesome. Yeah. I'm going to take a minute and show you how I did that. And then here's another one. Using the Bumblebee Designer Series paper and the Bumblebee Grows Grain ribbon, I stamped the other flowers and stem. And then I did the You Are in My Heart. Used my oval shapes. And I just thought that one was sweet. Stamped the Always inside and put a dot there. Oh, and so my Thinking of You card, let me go back up. I did, oh, and stamped inside too. But let me show you this right here. When you oh, I don't have my, so this flowers right here. I don't have my blocks or anything. So these flowers right here, you just stamp them once. You put it right in here and it cuts them out right for you. So then what I did is I used my Take Your Pick tool. I picked up the little flower, used my mono adhesive glue, and then put it right down onto the card. Really, really easy. I couldn't believe it. I was ready to go just flower crazy on that, you guys. I could not believe it. It was so much fun. So that is great. And remember, I'm giving one of these away. So please make sure you do comment on the video. Make sure you share. Okay. Thumbs up, any of that. All right. So remember on my one card, I showed you how I used the strips of designer series paper and then did those banners. It's because of this. Yeah. You guys see this? You can do 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch. You can get 6 different, 6 different banner pieces. And notice they have 2 different tips. That goes with the Lovely You bundle. And how perfect is that Lovely You bundle for those that punch? Because you can get as long as you want, and it will fit all of those sayings. And who doesn't need more sayings? We all need more sayings. So there you go. Fantastic. And that's how I got my banner pieces. Okay. Couple more things that I don't have samples for, but that's okay. This is our Birds and Branches bundle. There's the stamp set. And I think the birds are so pretty. And there are the die. Oh, let me take the dies out. I'm sorry. These dies are awesome. Look at those. Hello. I mean, how great. I just love those. I can't wait till I do start. I especially like this one here. That one is beautiful. Oh, just gets me excited. This one is Many Mates. And if you're like me who needs more sayings, this is the perfect stamp set. Different fonts, different sayings, many occasions. And it comes with many medallions dies. This is one large die, and then these are the border ones. But you could die cut that out and do strips or boxes, cutting them out. That is just, that's beautiful. Now I said I don't have the sweet. So the Flowers for Every Season is a large suite that comes with 2 complete bundles. 2 complete bundles is fantastic. And all sorts of other things. So first off, this is the color grouping. The paper, the designer series paper, is going to be just the most wonderful, wonderful thing. And I'm not sure why I keep looking over here. I should be looking up here at you, right? But here are the colors. It's that Magenta Madness, the Cinnamon Cider, the Bumblebee, the Just Jade, and the Misty Moonlight. You got it. All of them. Yeah. So that's the color grouping. There's also in the color grouping these Memory More cards and envelopes. The envelopes all come with the liners, and they come with every color. You get, I think, 2 of each, 2 or 3 of each. Let me see. 2 of each, it looks like. 2. Yep, 2 of each of all the colors. You also have, I said you have 2 bundles. You have Celebrate Sunflowers. Is beautiful. And these dies. These dies are just a bit like the blooms and the blossoms and blooms dies that were very, very intricate. This is kind of that same idea of having the outside, but then having the really detailed. Those are beautiful. And then the other bundle is the Jar of Flowers. These are great. These are great for coloring with your Stampin' Right markers, your Stampin' Blends. And with that, there is a jar punch for the jars, right? And not only that, and I'm sure you may know because lots of people have been doing videos, and that's okay, are the little jars to do like shakers and things like that. It fits perfect. How fun is that? I think one of the greatest things is this ribbon combo pack. You see there's the gingham that I think is in the I want to say the jade color. There's the white, and then there's the baker's twine that has metallic silver in it. A trio of ribbon is awesome. Then you also get these beautiful, beautiful minty and what's interesting about these sequins is there's gems. They're more like little gem pieces than sequins. They're really nice. So that's what I have from the flowers for every season. The only thing that I'm missing is the Memories and More pack and the designer series paper. One more thing to share with you is this is one of the exclusive host only sets. Touched my heart. It's a beautiful, beautiful one. That is great. So now, guys, I want to tell you that this has been a lot of fun. It's my very first YouTube live, so I have a lot to learn because I found out some things I can't do that I couldn't do, that I thought I could do, but I can't. And so I hope that some of you were able to find me. I do want to let you know that our June paper pumpkin is available to subscribe through June 10th if it stays in stock that long. So if you want to subscribe, I'll have information down below. I also have my Mary's Card Cafe Designer Series paper share, getting samplings from all the papers in the new catalog. I'll have information down below also because you can go to my blog and find out about that as well. If you don't have a demonstrator and you need a catalog, I'm more than happy to get one to you. You can just put that down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed all the projects I made, you guys. I have had so much fun making those. I hope you like them. Let me know if you liked them. Which did you like? I'd love to know. So sorry about my mess behind me. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, guys. I'm Mary Blocker from Mary's Card Cafe, and I usually do lots of in-person classes. And so with all of the changes and everything, I'm branching out a little bit more, and I'm having fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. June 3rd is when you're able to purchase items from the new annual catalog, unless you just are dying to get your hands on them. And then you can, if you want to join Stampin' Up during this time in May, you can put any of these pre-order products in your starter kit. So just check out below. Remember, hit that bell so you don't miss out on my videos. Thumbs up, please. Subscribe. Comment so you can win the confetti border punch. Oh, comment because I don't have just one to give away. I also have the jar punch to give away. I have two. I also have this sweet, wonderful bumblebee gingham ribbon that I'm going to be giving away. So I don't have just one prize. Okay, guys, until next time, happy stampin'.